Coming out today. It's my great pleasure. I've actually done a Q&A with Tom once before, so it's really cool to be back up here on stage with him again. I'm telling you, you guys are going to have fun. So we're going to get through as many questions as we possibly can. We've already queued everybody up, so don't even bother going over there because we've gotten as many people up here as we can. But this is going to be really fun, and I know I don't really need to introduce him anyway, but he's really cool and he's a really, truly nice guy. So it's a pleasure to introduce Mr. Tom Felton. Let's bring him on.
Welcome. It's very kind of you. It's good to be back in Vancouver.
I'm going to start off with something that we talked about in Dallas because it was one of the most recent things that you've been shooting a new series in LA called Murder in the First.
That's right, yeah.
Tell people about that.
Yeah, we shot a pilot July last year for a TV show called Murder in the First for TNT. And it got picked up in October, and we're now 8 episodes of 10 through, and we've nearly finished it. It's a very exciting season, very cool character. I'm hoping you guys will enjoy it. Is that blocking?
Probably no water for you.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, yeah, okay.
It's interesting because I mean we literally have watched you grow up on screen with the Harry Potter movies, and I'm sure that to some extent that was a very exciting journey. I'm sure that there was also a lot of tension that comes along with that. You know, when you look back on that experience, what are some of the memories and things that you were able to take away from that? And how does it feel to you now, looking back on it, now that it's all done?
Weird, to be honest with you. It's even stranger when you get a chance to come somewhere new and exciting and get to meet hundreds, if not thousands, of very friendly, excited faces that, in a way, I feel like I've grown up with a lot of people that I've never met before because they've seen me grow up throughout the film. So it's very exciting, and I feel very honored to be a part of so many people's lives. You know, it's kind of cool. Every year that goes on, I think you get more sweet memories that come back of realizing how good it was and how lucky we were, and how amazing it is to be involved in something that has touched so many lives and still continues to do so.
And you've been meeting fans all over the world. How's your experience been here in Vancouver and the fans that you've
Delightful. You people are a delightful bunch, so thank you very much. You seem to be as excited as the most excitable and polite as the politest. I appreciate it. It makes it a lot easier and more fun for me when you guys are like that. So I'd just do conventions here if I had the choice.
Do you have a hard time walking down the street? Do people recognize you a lot, and do they yell out Tom or Draco? What do you get most often when you go out in public?
Some people have booed me on the street. It used to trouble me as a child, but now I take it as a compliment now. Not that bad to be honest with you. I'm quite lucky that I look a little bit different to my character, so only the real hardcore fans usually spot me. I've had a few interesting encounters with people on the subway back in London, and it's always bizarre when it's a quiet elevator or a quiet train and someone shouts out Malfoy, or even worse, they start throwing spells at you. You never know how to react when someone does that, so I just try and smile and wave back. Yeah, generally speaking, they're all pretty lovely. They're a lovely bunch.
How did you feel about the way Draco's storyline was wrapped up in the last film? Did you feel like you said everything you wanted to say with the character? Do you feel like maybe there was more to say with the character?
No, not at all. I think Draco probably has one of the best stories of all the youngsters, really, because he comes to age in a very difficult, tricky way, and I think for the first 5 or 6 years, it's easy just to see him as a snotty pain in the arse, really, and to feel very little sympathy for him. But it's in the last couple of years that we start to see that he's really a product of his parents, and they're terrible parents. So he's kind of a scarred child and someone that's been forced to make decisions that he doesn't want to do. He comes to age nicely in the last film, where he realizes that maybe he doesn't want to follow in his in his father's footsteps, but he's forced to. So it's kind of a nice place to end it, and the Malfoys have a nice sort of departing from the films, I think.
Yeah. I also really love you in Secret. I wanted to bring that film
Thanks,
up.
man.
I don't know how many of you
Appreciate
have
it.
seen that film, but it's a great performance.
Yeah, it's a small independent film, but it was a fun one. Yeah. When did you see it? Out of curiosity, was it recently?
Yeah, recently. Well, it's played in the States, but
Yeah.
it was about 6 months ago.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, 6 months ago.
Awesome.
Fantastic. I want this to be about you guys because I could sit up here and ask questions all day long. So let's get going with the audience questions. Go ahead and step right up to the mic.
Where are we looking, Mark? Over here?
Right over here.
Sorry, my eyes are terrible. All right, I can see you.
Sorry, mine are too. I was just wondering, my name's Amanda, and
Hi,
I was
Amanda.
just wondering, of all the characters in the Harry Potter, besides your own story and your own character, like, who would you have been interested in playing, like, story-wise, like,
Right.
their journeys?
Yeah, it's a very tough question because I'm so attached to Draco that it'd be difficult to conceive playing anyone else. But I always thought I'd make a great Hermione. So maybe if they do the remakes in 10 years, I'll have another stab at it. But yeah, no, I'm pretty attached to Malfoy, to be honest.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, love.
Hi, my name's Whitney.
Hi, Whitney.
Hi, so for the new Harry Potter spin-off, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, what kind of cameo would you like to make, and what kind of fantastical beasts do you think you could relate to?
Wow, good question. I don't really know anything about these new spin-off films. I mean, I know they're Harry Potter related, but I'm not exactly sure what they're going to encompass from previous books or previous worlds. So I'm not sure. I definitely would love to do it. I know the offer's not on the cards at the moment, but a cameo in that would be very cool. And I'm not sure really as far as what beasts they will come up with. I'm sure they'll be bigger and better than ever. I always had this weird dream that maybe in 20 or 30 years when they remake the Harry Potter films in 4D scratch and sniff or whatever it is, I would get a chance to come back and play Lucius. So maybe one day.
Start that petition right now.
Yeah, please.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lovin.
Hi, my name's Katie.
Thank you.
Okay, so I have a really kind of random question that I heard a rumor of.
Here we go.
Okay. So I heard they had to sew your robe pocket shut because you kept sneaking food on set. And I was wondering if that was true and what exactly were you hiding in those pockets?
Absolutely true. Yeah, I made a few enemies with the kids there because the pockets were huge on
Yes,
these
they
robes.
are very huge. You
Right.
have whole pizzas in them.
You can literally, yeah, I can attest to that. We used to have all sorts of just goodies and sweets and chocolates and phones.
Was it like a surprise when you got to set one day and you're like, oh, these are sewed shut? This is
Well,
so nice.
yeah, because I think other kids started to follow suit, and they pointed the blame largely at me. And then from there started sewing up all the pockets up. So that really sucked. I think it was because in one of the scenes there's a shot of me walking along and it looks like I'm smuggling grapefruits. So yeah, it probably threw a few people off, so they said, right, let's just sew his bloody pockets shut.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Logan.
Hi.
Hey.
I was wondering if you could say Potter, and also my father will hear about this.
I will, but I struggle to say it without smiling now, so it's not necessarily like, okay, Potter. And my father will hear about this.
Hi.
Hey,
Oh yeah, sorry.
is that it?
No.
Thank you for your question.
I was wondering which house you think that you would be in and why.
Unmistakably Slytherin, I think. It just buys me a lot of room for error there. I'm not a particularly nasty person, but if I didn't fancy going to school one day, then you're really pretty safe if you're in the Slytherin house. Yeah, I'm very attached to them, so yeah, I'll have to say that.
Thanks.
Thanks, love. That's some Slytherin support or something. I'd like to be Harry Potter museum thing in Los Angeles a while ago, and they have a sorting hat there, and they make you put it on, and something shouts from the ceiling what you are, and they were so worried that they were going to put it on my head, and it was going to say something else, that they didn't want me to do it. They did, and it said Gryffindor, and I threw the hat down in disgust. Yeah, but behind the scenes, they didn't put in the DVD.
Hi, I'm Calista.
Hey.
I met Daniel Radcliffe like a couple months ago in
Right.
my town, and he signed my golden snitch thing that I made in grade 8.
Cool.
I was wondering if you could sign it for me because I couldn't afford an autograph.
I would love to, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Can I come up? Is that okay?
Let's wait until after.
yeah, sure.
Okay,
Maybe
thank
at the
you.
end, so we don't. Yeah, thank you.
Hi Tom,
Hi, how's it going?
pretty good.
Are you a Death Eater or just black?
I'm technically a man of the Night's Watch, but I'm
Okay.
relatively. My question is a two-parter.
Sure, hit me.
So the Harry Potter series is essentially a who's who of British acting talent over the last 50 years.
Sure.
So firstly, who was your favourite person to work with? And secondly, was there anyone that you turned up on set and were like, good God, I'm so starstruck, like the shakes are on?
Right, right. Well, I didn't know who a lot of these actors were when I first joined up as an 11 or 12-year-old. You don't tend to know who Gary Oldman or Michael Gambon or a lot of these people are. You haven't seen a lot of their work yet, so it's quite nice to meet them and not have a clue. I actually met Gary Oldman for the first 3 times, and I thought he was a janitor. I had no idea who he was at all. I thought he was taking tours. It's very embarrassing. And then became a huge fan.
Did you like spill something on the floor and say, could you please?
I saw him sort of lurking around. I never saw him cleaning. I just didn't know what he was doing. I had a big fear of Alan Rickman, who plays Snape, not only because of his booming, deep voice, but he can be quite a surly character. He likes to almost stay in sort of Snape mode. And it's always bizarre. I remember looking at the canteen and seeing a few goblins queuing up with their lunch trays, and then Alan Rickman behind in his big. That was a very surreal picture that we made. But he's a lovely guy actually. It just took a while. It took me about 4 or 5 years to say anything more than good morning, Alan. He was a very sweet guy, and he's got a wicked sense of humour. As far as people, they all taught me loads, and I have nothing but warm memories of working with all of them. But Michael Gambon, who played Dumbledore in the last 3 or 4 films, was a hell of a lot of fun. And although his performance is very compelling, he really didn't take himself too seriously at all. I mean, I was stashing food in my robe pockets, as we've already discovered. He was sneaking cigarettes in his beard. He had a hip flask on him at some point. It made it a lot of fun, and sort of relaxed us all, because I was very nervous about working with him one-on-one. And he was a big reminder to say, yeah, no worries, chill out, enjoy it.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thanks, love.
Hello.
How you doing, sir?
Not too bad, so?
All right.
Okay, so my question here is, would you prank call one of your Harry Potter co-stars for us right now?
Are you going to pay for that?
Yeah,
I might be willing to.
it's a very tempting offer. My phone is not working over here, I'm afraid. And B, I'm not sure if I would be willing to upset one of them over this. It's a good idea. It's definitely the first question I've had on that note. Maybe later on I'll get a chance to do so, and I'll send them my love from all you lot.
If you were going to prank call somebody, who would it be?
Daniel.
Okay.
Who else is bloody fucking anyway, so, but yeah, alright.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Hi Tom.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, thanks. How about you?
Marvelous, thank you.
My question was, of all the Harry Potter characters, who are you most curious to learn more about their backstory or additional information, excluding Draco?
That's a good question. What's the answer off your top of your head? Do you have one?
I want to know more about Narcissa, personally.
Right, yeah, that's cool. I'd like to know more about Voldemort, really. He'd be kind of cool. I know we know a lot about his younger years, but it'd be nice to know, flesh out some of his story a bit. I think all of the characters have such potential to go on even Luna and Neville. I'd like to know more about his childhood for some reason. Yeah, it has a lot of potential. There's so many rich stories and characters that I think that even if Joe wanted to write an entire book on Narcissa or Luna, I'm sure it'd be very compelling.
Right, thank you.
Thanks, love.
Hi, Tom.
Hello, mate.
Tony.
Sorry, I missed that. What was that?
Oh, sorry. I'll move it here. There we go. My name's Tony. I'm a real big fan of yours because you do a really good job at just making your audience hate you in pretty much every film you do. No, it's actually a compliment because it really takes a lot of talent to play a good, compelling villain to actually stir up those feelings in your audience and touch them that way. My question is, how do you do it?
I'm just a really horrible person. I don't know. I remember vividly coming out of one of the first Harry Potter premieres and being a bunch of youngsters in the after party afterwards, and lots of them hurling rather nasty names at me. I can't repeat because I'm sure there are some young ears in the crowd. And I got really offended. I thought, God, these guys I've really upset them. But in fact, as you just said, if I'm scaring the wits out of these 6-year-olds and convincing them I'm some evil Nazi-like child, then they must be doing something right. So yeah, for sure. Sorry, I've gone off on a tangent. What was your?
How did you do it?
Oh right, yeah. I mean, I used to say the excuse of I have 3 older brothers, who gave me quite a bit of grief, as any brotherly. Any brothers should do. So I channeled my frustrations and then let them out with Draco. But that's a cheesy answer, and there's no truth to that, I don't think. We just saw it as fun. I've always seemed it to be great fun to play someone very different from yourself. Draco's kind of the epitome of that. He's the direct opposite. He's had a horrible childhood. He's a wizard. And yeah, it's very different from my upbringing in my life, so it's just fun to step into someone else's shoes. And he's very black and white, or at least he was when he was young. There was, you always knew exactly what he was thinking, so that made it a lot of fun, and I think slightly easier as well.
Well, inspiration comes from all places, so thank you very much.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Cheers.
Hi Tom, my name is Ryan.
Hey Ryan.
My question is, what do you like about Vancouver the most?
I'm not sure, but I love it here. I really do. I was here for 6 weeks when we shot Rise of the Planet of the Apes, and I fell in love with it then. My girlfriend and I spent several weekends sort of traveling around with Whistler, and I'm yet to go to Vancouver Island, but I'm really excited about that. I hear a lot of good things. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. The crew that I work with up here, I've met some really nice guys, very professional and at the top of their craft, which is good. The air just seems clean, doesn't it? As soon as I got off the plane, I felt this is fresh, clean air, and I like the weather as well. It's kind of English. Really? But it still seems nicer somehow. It seems less grey. It seems more, I don't know, luscious. It seems like you have some nice forests and stuff. So, yeah, I'm already targeting any film or TV project that shoots here in the next year, so I can come back.
Hi.
Hello.
So I was wondering if you've read any of the Draco-related fan fiction or heard about any
What's she talking about, Tom? We got the same question in Dallas.
Yes.
Same response.
Fan fiction is always, I mean, I'm torn, to be honest with you, because I'm very pleased and excited that it's enabled you to be creative and to write your own stories and pictures. The subject and notion of the stories and pictures is a little more questionable, but it's creative nonetheless. So I'm very pleased, genuinely, that people are excited enough to go and do their own work. A little freaked out when they involved me and Daniel fornicating in a bathroom or whatever. So yeah, he's seen the pictures, I've seen the pictures. We can both agree that they weren't real. At least we didn't take pictures that night. So yeah.
I appreciate your good work. Keep it up. Kind of makes the idea of the prank call more interesting.
Actually, I think my brother had that as a screensaver on his phone for about 3 hours.
Hi, my name's Emily.
Hi, Emily.
So I had a question. I was wondering, did you ever have a really serious scene that you were supposed to do, but you and your scene partner could never keep a straight face?
One springs to mind. It wasn't really a scene that I was featured in. It was, you may have to help me out. Is it McGonagall's Transfiguration class? Is that wrong? Probably. My memory doesn't serve me well. Yeah. We all had animals, little animals in front of us to be able to do our spells on. And my friend Goyle, Josh Urban, he had a millipede the size of my forearm. And it was very fat, and it scared the life out of both of us. And he kept poking me with the wand to try and keep it on. And there was a monkey next to us doing something that he shouldn't be doing. I won't go into details, but basically we were literally pissing ourselves with laughter. The entire scene. We got in trouble with the director, producers. Maggie Smith wasn't best pleased with us. You know when it gets under your skin and you shouldn't laugh, that's always when it hits you hardest. We just cried like girls for 3 or 4 takes, yeah, and then had to be ushered off the set. But yeah, good times.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Lola.
Hi, my name's Chloe.
Hey, Chloe.
I met you earlier and you shook my head, and I was just wondering, how do you get your hands so soft?
Pretty amazing.
Thank you. I'm glad you noticed, because it's a tough regime every night. 2 or 3 hours of soften these bad boys. No, I don't. I've never heard that before in my life. But I appreciate it nonetheless. Yeah, I don't have an answer. I don't really take good care of my hands, to be honest with you. I play a lot of guitar and golf, so they have blisters and calluses all over them. I would have thought, usually people would have said the opposite.
Also, do you like my cat leggings?
They are possibly the best leggings I've ever seen.
Thank you.
No worries, yeah, this deserves a round of applause.
Can somebody help her lower the microphone?
Yeah, she's on the jump, bless her.
Hi, my name is Sherry.
Hi, Sherry.
I just wanted to thank you first off for bringing Draco to life, because I didn't really like him until your portrayal of him in Half-Blood Prince and Deathly Hallows, so thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
My question is, of all the roles you've played so far to date, which one did you find the most difficult, and what helped you get into character?
I've been lucky enough to the characters that I have been playing, they're very enjoyable, and generally if I enjoy it then it doesn't feel too challenging. Rise of the Apes was the first film where I did an American accent, which was a bit of a daunting task at first. Luckily lots of very nice people around me to help me with that, which was fun. I enjoyed playing Draco the most, unquestionably, because the directors would start asking you about what you think, what he would be doing. And this character that I'm playing now, a guy called Eric Blunt, he's a tech wizard, one of these Silicon Valley whiz kids, and he's been put in trial for a few murders. So it's a very exciting prospect of what's going to happen to him, and it's challenging every day. It's different learning, laying lines in different accents and stuff. But generally speaking, it's all very enjoyable. It's a terrible answer, sorry.
That's fine. Also, I think this wig would look really good on you.
Appreciate it. Maybe we'll have a little trying on session later on.
Hi, Tom.
Hello.
I'm just wondering, whose wand was your favorite in the movie Harry Potter?
I think I got that. Was that a wand question?
Yes.
Yes. I mean my own, of course. Draco's wand was the best.
I've got it right here.
You have it?
Yeah, it's right here.
It's a trusty stick. Use it wisely. Well, I liked Voldemort's as well. That was pretty cool.
Same.
Yeah, right? But we always used to have fun, pass them around and try each other's out for a sec. But there's only one of each, people always think that I stole my wand or we all get to keep our wands, but there was only ever one original of each person's wand, and right now I think they're at the museum in London. So it's a shame I didn't get to keep it, but at least it's going to a good home.
Also, what was your favorite spell you used?
I'm kind of an Expelliarmus fan. What about yourself, man?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, right? Me and this kid are bonding, I like it. You're welcome to Slytherin anytime, dude.
And last but not least, where did you keep your wands in the movie Harry Potter? Because it looked like you just pulled them out from nowhere.
What? This conversation's taking a twist. We had a... Stop it, please. We had a wand pocket on the inside of our robes. I'm not sure if that's a feature on the ones that they sell commercially, but literally a very thin, perfectly sized pocket for your wand. So that's how it looked like it came out of nowhere.
How on earth did you reach it with all that food in there?
Well, yeah, we had to go through the Maltesers and the crisps and find your wand.
Just to kind of wrap this up,
Yeah.
Looking back on the series, I mean, I'm sure that there were several moments that were probably wonderful moments on set. I'm sure there were trying days on set, but is there a particular moment that kind of stands out in your mind as something that you'll always remember and you'll always think like this was so special to be a part of that particular scene?
Yeah, I mean, there's hundreds of them, literally. One of the more memorable and scary ones, I remember walking out of the Hogwarts with Snape and a few of the Death Eaters at the end, and Snape wears this like 3-meter long cloak that he drags on the floor. And the director was very keen for me to walk behind him. You can see where this is going. So first take, actually Alan turned around in a very dry way and said, "Don't step on my effing cloak." It's very simple. We all laughed thinking, is he joking? I'm not sure. Nonetheless, take one, stood straight on it. It's connected to his neck, so it like jerked him back. Yeah, and he's a scary guy. He forgave me for that, which is nice. And I'm very lucky because I met my girlfriend on the set as well, so it's always a treasured memory that I have meeting her and staying with her.
The moment when you guys are all on the platform towards the end of the last film.
Yeah.
I think when we talked about that before, did you tell me that was like one of the first scenes that you guys shot, or it was shot out of sequence?
Yeah, as in the very first film, sorry?
No, in the last one.
The last
When
one.
you're standing on the platform
One
and
where
train,
yeah, it was. We shot the last two Deathly Hallows films together, so it was a 290-day shoot or something silly. And one of the earliest ones was that. In fact, we did months and months of preparation for it as far as all the special effects that were going to be able to stick to our face. And they wanted pictures of my dad and my brothers and all sorts to see how we were going to age. I think I got the worst end of the stick of anyone in that bunch. I was like nearly bald. I was supposed to be 40 years old. My dad's Jason Isaacs. Look at the guy. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I actually enjoyed that. It was even more fun because my wife, Astoria, was played by my actual girlfriend, so we got to do it together, which was fun. And we had a son for 2 days, which is long enough to have any son. So that was fun, yeah.
Well, everybody, please be on the lookout for Murder on the First, and
Really
I think it's
appreciate
going
it.
to be really fun. And big hand for Tom Felton.
Well, yeah, because I think other kids started to follow suit, and they pointed the blame largely at me. And then from there started sewing up all the pockets up. So that really sucked. I think it was because in one of the scenes there's a shot of me walking along and it looks like I'm smuggling grapefruits. So yeah, it probably threw a few people off, so they said, right, let's just sew his bloody pockets shut.
Alright, thank you.
Thanks, Felton.
Hi.
Hey.
I was wondering if you could say Potter, and also my father will hear about this.
I will, but I struggle to say it without smiling now, so it's not necessarily like, okay, Potter. And my father will hear about this.
Hi.
Hey.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Is that it?
No.
Thank you for your question.
I was wondering
which house you think that you would be in and why?
Unmistakably Slytherin, I think. It just buys me a lot of room for error there. I'm not a particularly nasty person, but if I didn't fancy going to school one day, then you're really pretty safe if you're in the Slytherin. Yeah. Hi, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Are you a Death Eater? Or just black?
I'm technically a man of the Night's Watch, but I'm
Okay.
My question is a two-parter.
Sure, hit me.
So the Harry Potter series is essentially a who's who of British acting talent over the last 50 years.
Sure.
So firstly, who was your favourite person to work with? And secondly, was there anyone that you turned up on set and were like, good God, I'm so starstruck, like the shakes are on?
Right. Well, I didn't know who a lot of these actors were when I first joined up as an 11 or 12-year-old. You don't tend to know who Gary Oldman or Michael Gambon or a lot of these people are. You haven't seen a lot of their work yet, so it's quite nice to meet them and not have a clue. I actually met Gary Oldman for the first 3 times, and I thought he was a janitor. I had no idea who he was at all. I thought he was taking tours. It's very embarrassing. And then became a huge fan.
Did you like spill something on the floor and say, could you please?
I saw him sort of lurking around. I never saw him cleaning. I just didn't know what he was doing. I had a big fear of Alan Rickman. He plays Snape, not only because of his booming, deep voice, but he can be quite a surly character. He likes to almost stay, and it scared the life out of both of us. And he kept poking me wrong to try and keep it on. And there was a monkey next to us doing something that he shouldn't be doing. I won't go into details, but basically we were literally pissing ourselves with laughter. The entire scene. We got in trouble with the director, producers. Maggie Smith wasn't best pleased with us. You know when it gets under your skin and you shouldn't laugh, that's always when it hits you hardest. We just cried like girls for 3 or 4 takes, yeah, and then had to be ushered off the set. But yeah, good times.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, lovely.
Hi, my name's Chloe.
Hey, Chloe.
I met you earlier and you shook my head, and I was just wondering, how do you get your hands so soft?
Pretty amazing.
Thank you. I'm glad you noticed, because it's a tough regime every night. 2 or 3 hours of soften these bad boys. No, I don't. I've never heard that before in my life. But I appreciate it nonetheless. Yeah, I don't have an answer. I don't really take good care of my hands, to be honest with you. I play a lot of guitar and golf, so they have blisters and calluses all over them. I would have thought, usually people would have said the opposite.
Also, do you like my cat leggings?
To actually stir up those feelings in your audience and touch them that way. My question is, how do you do it?
I'm just a really horrible person. I don't know. I remember vividly coming out of one of the first Harry Potter premieres and being a bunch of youngsters in the after party afterwards, and lots of them hurling rather nasty names at me. I can't repeat because I'm sure there are some young ears in the crowd. And I got really offended. I thought, God, these guys I've really upset them. But in fact, as you just said, if I'm scaring the wits out of these 6-year-olds and convincing them I'm some evil Nazi-like child, then they must be doing something right. So yeah, for sure. Sorry, I've gone off on a tangent. What was your?
How did you do it?
Oh right, yeah. I mean, I used to say the excuse of I have 3 older brothers who gave me quite a bit of grief, as any brotherlies. Any brothers should do. So I channeled my frustrations and then let them out with Draco. But that's a cheesy answer, and there's no truth to that, I don't think. We just saw it as fun. I've always seemed it to be great fun to play someone very different from yourself. Draco's kind of the epitome of that. He's the direct opposite. He's had a horrible childhood. He's a wizard. And yeah, it's very different from my upbringing in my life, so it's just fun to step into someone else's shoes. And he's very black. So yeah, it probably threw a few people off, so they say, right, let's just sew his bloody pockets shut.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, darling.
Hi,
Hey.
I was wondering if you could say Potter, and also my father will hear about this.
I will, but I struggle to say it without smiling now, so it's not necessarily like, okay, Potter. And my father will hear about this.
Hi.
Hey,
Oh yeah, sorry.
is that it?
No.
Thank you for your question.
I was wondering which house you think that you would be in and why.
Unmistakably Slytherin, I think. It just buys me a lot of room for error there. I'm not a particularly nasty person, but if I didn't fancy going to school one day, then you're really pretty safe if you're in the Slytherin house. Yeah, I'm very attached to them, so yeah, I'll have to say that. Thanks, love. That's some Slytherin support or something? I went to the Harry Potter Museum thing in Los Angeles a while ago, and they have a sorting hat there, and they make you put it on, and something shouts from the ceiling what you are. Absolutely true. Yeah, I made a few enemies with the kids there, because the pockets were huge on
Yes,
these
they
rugs.
are very huge.
Right.
They have whole pizzas in them.
You can literally, yeah, I can attest to that. We used to have all sorts of just goodies and sweets and chocolates and phones.
Was it like a surprise when you got to set one day and you're like, oh, these are so shit? This is
Well,
so sucks.
yeah, because I think other kids started to follow suit, and they pointed the blame largely at me. And then from there started sewing up all the pockets up. So that really sucked. I think it was because in one of the scenes there's a shot of me walking along and it looks like I'm smuggling grapefruits. So yeah, it probably threw a few people off, so they said, right, let's just sew his bloody pockets shut.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, darling.
Hi.
Hey.
I was wondering if you could say Potter, and also my father will hear about this.
I will, but I struggle to say it without smiling now, so it's not necessarily like, okay, Potter. And my father will hear about this.
Hi.
Hey,
Oh yeah, sorry.
is that it?
No.
Thank you for your
They were huge on
Yes,
these
they
rugs.
are very huge.
Right.
They have whole pizzas in them.
You can literally, yeah, I can attest to that. We used to have all sorts of just goodies and sweets and chocolates and phones.
Was it like a surprise when you got to set one day and you're like, oh, these are so shit? This is
Well,
so sucks.
yeah, because I think other kids started to follow suit, and they pointed the blame largely at me. And then from there started sewing up all the pockets up. So that really sucked. I think it was because in one of the scenes there's a shot of me walking along and it looks like I'm smuggling grapefruits. So yeah, it probably threw a few people off, so they said, right, let's just sew his bloody pockets shut.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, darling.
Hi.
Hey.
I was wondering if you could say Potter, and also my father will hear about this.
I will, but I struggle to say it without smiling now, so it's not necessarily like, okay, Potter. And my father will hear about this.
Hi.
Hey,
Oh yeah, sorry.
is that it?
No.
Thank you for your question.
I was wondering which house you think that you would be in and why.
Maggie Smith wasn't best pleased with us. You know when it gets under your skin and you shouldn't laugh, that's always when it hits you hardest. You just cried like girls for 3 or 4 takes, yeah, and then had to be ushered off the set. But yeah, good times.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, lovely.
Hi, my name's Chloe.
Hey, Chloe.
I met you earlier and you shook my head, and I was just wondering, how do you get your hands so soft?
Pretty amazing.
Thank you. I'm glad you noticed, because it's a tough regime every night. 2 or 3 hours and soften these bad boys. No, I don't. I've never heard that before in my life. But I appreciate it nonetheless. Yeah, I don't have an answer. I don't really take good care of my hands, to be honest with you. I play a lot of guitar and golf, so they have blisters and calluses all over them. I would have thought, usually people would have said the opposite.
Also, do you like my cat leggings?
They are possibly the best leggings I've ever seen.
Thank you.
No worries, yeah, this deserves a round of applause. Marvelous.
Can somebody help her lower the microphone?
Yeah, she's on the jump, bless her.